Hello, you are welcome to Evran Sanat Translation and Turkey in Fındıkzade, Notary number 34 in Fındıkzade in Istanbul. I'm Mahmoud Mansour, the translator of this notary and this office. My friends, we started in Turkey in a new system that the notary changed his times, and the notary working just for 3 days in a week because of the virus problem now. So I will tell you something about the translation rules and in Turkey. So my friends, when you come to translate or take a stamp and from the notary, you every time you have to know that all documents that you want to do, like a wakala or a wakatami or anything like this operates, you have every time to have a tax number and a translation passport. Translation passport it's have to be every time with you for to can do your operate. So every notary asks you to use this translated passport and tax number or 8 card. So for wakalas, every time the person that he have to do the wakala have to use it for to signate on the wakala and telling her address, phone number, and information of the person that he's telling the wakala for. But if you want to do a wakala from another country, for example, someone thinking to tell you something to do in Turkey from another country, so he can do the wakala from the consulate of this country that he want to tell you from the wakala. You take the wakala and translate it. If you take a seal or a stamp from the consulate of Turkey in this country, you don't need to use it or translate it or take anything, do anything in Turkey. Every time, all document that you want to use in Turkey, you have to take the stamp or the seal of apostille from this country and the state of the center that you take of the document. So this document, if come to Turkey, you have to translate. If you don't have any states or stamps the document, you have to translate it to Turkish or to take stamp from the notary. In Turkey, every document, if you want to take a stamp from the notary, you have to translate it to Turkish before. If you want to translate a document from language to another language, for example, from Arabic to English, from Russian to English, from English to Russian, if you want to take a stamp from the notary, you have to translate it before to Turkish and then you translate to another language. So all documents like this, you translate this document and we take a photocopy for the document that you translated in a last pack of the document. Then we telling you 2 documents. One document you taking for you and the second will go to the notary and put it in the archive. If you want to take it back or you need again to take a document, you don't need to come to translation and take a document again. So you go to the notary and take it from the notary with a seal ready and cheaper than price that you did before. So my friends, if you want to ask anything, if you want to know about documents, prices, if you have a problem in translation, you can call us by the WhatsApps, by the center, visit us to in Istanbul in Fındıkzade. We can help you. So very important, every time if you want to do a wakala, you have to know that prices difference from wakala to another wakala. Which wakala do you want to do? Which operator you want to do? For banks, for real estate, for citizenship, for Turkish citizen, for ID cards, for many different things that you want to do. So this is very important to know which path you You choose for the wakala, you decide for wakala, because price is different. So you have, when you tell the wakala for another person, you can, if you tell for banks or for money or for for example for real estates, they will take from you two photo from you, and then you do the wakala normal with no any problem, but prices is different. So for Turkish citizen, if you use any document, if you translate any document for Turkish citizen and telling it for the center there, they will ask you for to tell them the original document. For example, I translate a document, for example, birth document, any information about me for to take the Turkish citizen. So when you tell this document to them, they will take from you the original document. So I translate this translation document, then I will add the original document with it and telling them the documents there. So they don't agree of the photocopy document. So you have to tell the original document. So what about wakalatnama? Wakalatnama, it's like a document that you tell for. They want you, for example, you come to Turkey and you want to tell the others that you agree for you that your children is staying with the mother or your wife. You agree, or another, if your wife agrees that your wife agrees that the children will stay with you, if the children under 16 years, so you agree that the children will stay with your wife, and you sign for you telling the information about your children's and about your wife. If the children, if your wife name isn't written in the passport, in your passport or the children's passport, you have to tell the notary the children's information, birth documents, for to look and to write their name and to edit the photocopy or anything, any information about in the documents. So you do the wakalatnama and you sign for, and you take the stamp and you tell the documents to the center there. So it's the same for your wife. If they wanted and asked your wife to do the wakalatnama for you, that she will tell the wakalatnama for you that she agrees that the children will stay with you in the same address. So in the same thing, she will tell the information about the children if her name isn't written in the passports of the children. So this is the wakalatnama. The same in the notary, you can buy or you can take or sell, for example, cars, anything like this, and you don't operate in the notary. So every time they will ask you about a translation, that if you don't speak a Turkish language, you have to take a sworn translation that he is work for the notary, or she work for the notary. Every notary have a different translation. Every notary have a different sworn translation. If you go to Tabo, if you go to that is registered there, if you go to the hospital, if you go anywhere there, you will they will ask you for sworn translation, that because if any person, sometimes they cannot understand your language, if you don't speak Turkish you have a problem maybe, or something for documents. So sworn translation, that a translation that agreed by Turkish public. So it's the sworn translation that he will sign it and help you for to do this operate our documents. So my friends, you can call us by the WhatsApp, you can call us by the internet, by page in Evrensel Tercüme office in Fendik Zada in Istanbul. Every time if you need, you can send it and we will send you the document by the internet online. Okay, so my name is Mohammed Mansour. I waiting you for to call us every time, every day. We are waiting for you, and we say good days, good times to you. Goodbye.